what's happening. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, so I think after 4 years of living in the van, I think now might be the time where I move back into a property. Reason being, my van is getting old. It's having many issues. It's having many problems. It's the battery keeps being inconsistent. Like there's just problems with the power steering pipe. Just the list goes on. And it's just getting to a point now where it's just like it's cold as well. It's freezing outside. Like it's the weather is getting harsh. I'm just thinking to myself, like, is it worth it anymore? Is it worth it? You know, I've been living in a van now for 4 years. 4 years, right? My parents have a house, right? Both my sisters have moved out, so it's just them living there. So I've got a big room I can move into. Don't really have to give them much money because they don't really expect much from me. Because I think they just want me to be home at this stage. But yeah, just the van's having so many issues. The van's having so many problems. It's just like because it's so cold now, it's making things harder. Like the battery won't start, and that's just one issue. Like just the issues on my last MOT, I had to pay over £1,000, about £1,000 to get it through because it needed like loads of welding done. So it's just becoming expensive now. Having a camper van is expensive. Unless you've got like a newish van, like 2022, 2023 model, then yeah, it's great because it's all pretty new. But if you've got an old van, like my van is 2007. So obviously, like problems do arise, problems do happen. So yeah, it's just become very temperamental. So I think after 4 years of living in the van, travelling all around the UK, Scotland, Wales, everywhere, I think now is the time I'll be moving back into a property. It's not like I really want to move back into property. It's more like I have no choice now. Because the van keeps playing up, problems keep arising, and the thing is, because there's no sun now, it's very hard to charge anything. When I charge my laptop up, you've got to keep running the engine constantly, and then as soon as the engine's off, it'll just die. This is the reality of living in a van. In the winter time, it's very difficult, very difficult, very difficult as well. Because you've got no natural sun, like you can't charge any appliances, you can't get any power, and also it's freezing cold. Not freezing cold, but it's cold in the van, so it makes things difficult. But I've done it for 4 years now, 4 years living in a van. I thought I'd only last 12 months. That was my initial plan, was to last 12 months, and then I would get out and get a property. But I think the times come now where there's an opportunity to move into a massive room in my parents' house where it's just my mum and dad living there. That's it. I can also look after them as well. Yeah, because I would keep living in the van, but the problem is it's just costing me too much money. It's costing me too much money. Things keep going wrong constantly, and because it's a 2007 van, problems are going to keep arising. It's not going to stop. Problems are going to keep happening. And I can't keep forking out hundreds and hundreds of pounds like every 2-3 weeks just to fix stuff. It's ridiculous, and I'm not prepared to buy a brand new van because that van I got for a very good price. I got for a very good deal. Like my campervan cost me 5k, and it was all like fully done as well inside. I didn't really have to do much work inside, but I thought that was a good price. And trying to get a campervan for that price again is difficult, very difficult. I'm probably going to spend at least 10k buying a campervan. So it's a huge outlay. So I think now I might be moving back into the property, back into my parents for a while, and let's see what happens. But yeah, I think this might be the end of potentially living in my campervan. Weird to say, but I've got no choice really because it's just costing me too much money. It's costing me way too much money. Things keep going wrong constantly. But yeah, I thought this is interesting. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.